87, 91. Oh, I wonder. And then I got this. Listen to the little voices in your head. Right, let's stop at a park. Let's just have some fun. G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. Today we are out at a place where a new in-law, g'day Barry, told me about. There were some houses here, got knocked out for road works, if you like. So sort of 60s-ish, 70s-ish, I'm taking it. So we're gonna have a swing around. I did a little recce on last weekend and came up with a couple of pennies and a little toy excavator and some brass fittings. So there's enough here to spark our interest. The day is a bit, dare I say, lackluster. I am rugged up. It's not the nicest of weather, but as they say, there's no such thing as bad weather, just inappropriate clothing. So we're rugged up, but we've got all the gear, gonna run the Legend 2, got the LD28 to the 11-inch coil on. Yeah, we're just gonna take life slow. We are near a busy road, so hopefully there won't be too much road noise, but there probably will. But I've got you tucked under the magic beard, so you should be all right. But if you get a little tickle on the back of the neck, just don't worry about it, it's okay. Anyway, enough yabba from me. Let's get out there. Well, I've already had a few bits of aluminium and not niceties and everything like that, but we did get it was in the 70s and the 80s. So out of there, I got that. Are we hanging 5 instead of hanging 10 crouch? There we go. A foot pendant, I'm gonna say. So yeah, I think that pretty much smacks 70s, doesn't it? Anyway, let's put our best foot forward and step on into the future and see what we can't uncover, hey? Enough of these bloody jokes too. You get in on this one. We had a, what was it, sort of 70, 79, 81, and then it'd go up into 90. Oh, I reckon that's a bloody can. But it's this thing, of which I don't know what it is. So it looks, it could be brassy, bronzy, I don't know. Oh, rusty bits. Oh, no, actually, that's all right. That's okay. We can see there, it's a pulley, and it's a double pulley. So they're brass or cast sides on it. The pulleys, as we can just see there in the middle, are there, the rollers, and it's been on an iron ring. I would almost say that was for a blind on a veranda, something like that. Could have been hanging up the clothes dryer near the stove in the kitchen. Who knows? But that is actually, that's a good find. I don't mind finding things like that. You know, by the looks of that, it might just be cast. Anyway, well, it will be cast anyway, it won't be machined. But, I mean, muck metal-y stuff, not brass. But anyway, that's going into too much detail. We should keep going and looking for stuff. When you are around house sites, you go, oh, I got a permission, it's around a house. You find a hell of a lot of rubbish. Aluminium this, aluminium that. Con Brothers lids that I haven't shown you, and all sorts of other aluminiumalia. There you go. We can put that in the CBK dictionary as well with all the other technical terms. Aluminiumalia. You just say it quickly and it'll roll off the tongue, sort of. if not just stumble straight out of your mouth. But anyway, enough of my yabber, let's keep going. Consistent, if not more. Double pulley. Down here I got another 87, 91. Oh, I wonder. And this, there we go. That's a single one. So we've had a double and a single. Yeah, that's some zinky, buddy, muck metally type stuff. Yeah, and there's our iron ring again. So, you know, here we are, non-ferrous, ferrous. Still came up, still separated it all nicely and said, I reckon you should dig that. We dug it, there it is. That's a win. That's what a win looks like at a old rubbishy house site. So I'm happy with that again. It's not a bad find. Nice little piece of humanality there. Anyway, I'll keep going, see if we can ping a coin or something. Or another toy. That would be okay. The day is still sort of semi-young, so we'll keep going. I did say the finds were light in the ground, and I did say I wanted a toy. I've got part of one. So hey, Camille, you'll know what this is. There we go. We got part of a cap gun handle. So yeah, it's the one with the bull on. It'll be more than likely it will be a Lone Star brand. They usually had either cows or horses or whatever on there. So yeah, part of a cap gun. Will we find the rest of it here? Who knows? It was a bit of a janky signal, but I decided to dig it nonetheless, and this is what we've got. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. We'll take it. We'll keep going. I'm on a bit of a hillside here, where I've got lots of brass targets. This is no exception. I don't reckon I found one this small before. That is the fulcrum end of a stick of inches, but it's actually close together. Looks like a little gravestone, but I might actually get the brush out. We'll clean it up. We'll have a better look at it, hey? Well, there it is. We haven't got much off it. See the little rivets there for the wood that was on the ruler. Now, I will make mention here, it's been mentioned in the comments, and I totally agree. It is an amazing phenomenon that we find these, but we don't find the hingy bits for the bit of wood, or for the two sides of the ruler, and we don't find the little brass ends that go on the ends. We just find these. Nothing else in the hole. Someone said you'd reckon at least 12 inches or so away you should find the rest of it, but no, we don't. We just find these and bits thereof. That's still a cool little find though. Alright, we'll see what else is on this hillside. Well, I was trying to think of what my options might be, and then I got this. It's a nice signal, isn't it? Now, I've dug it out, and that is as far as I've gone. We're talking halfpenny. I'd prefer it to be of silver flame. Well, ooh, is it? Is it a ram's head? Or is it just a... No. Oh, I see a tail. It bounded away from me. That's the tail of a roo. We'll clean that up. We'll see who we've got. There we go, 1946. The patina is almost the same colour as my pants. It's almost camouflaged in it. But that'll be, there we are, Georgie 6. It's had a bit of weeds. I'm not going to say it's been through a fire, but it looks like it nearly could have been. The patina is extremely interesting. But yeah, 1946 halfpenny. I'll take that and we'll keep going. Right, I'm going to interrupt my own video. I've changed spots. I wasn't feeling it where I was. The traffic noise was just doing my head in. Yeah, look, we found some stuff. It was interesting. We were there. Now I've come to another spot now. Whether I talk mental health, but the voices in my head said this was sort of the spot where I should come back to. It's a spot I've been before. I've had silvers out of here, I've had old coins out of here. It's just a lot quieter. So I've put the small coil on because, as you can see behind me, it's all very shrubby. I need that access. I'm still going to run in field mode with the small coil until I hit a trashy spot, which I know is in here. And then I'll probably go over into the park setting and discriminate to my heart's content. So there's nothing wrong with changing spots. So, you know, you go out, you go, oh, this is what I'm going to do. If the day's not working for you, you can change. It's written in the big book. You can have a change of heart. You can go here, you can go there. You can go, oh, I'm going to go to this spot. And then you pass something along the way and you go, oh, actually, I think I might go there. Listen to the little voices in your head. If it's where you want to go and it says, yeah, that's it, go for it. So, going for it, we are. Let's get into it. Oh, 78.80. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of caterpillars around here at the moment. There's what we've got. I've just lifted it slightly and went, we should put this on film for Wayne Armstrong. Anyway, mate, that should give everyone else a hint as to what it is. Harmonica reed plate. You can see some of the reeds are still in there. A little bit broken, you won't get much of a tune out of those. But yeah, there it is, a harmonica reed plate. And off we go. All right, folks, different day, different spot. Yesterday I said it was okay to chop and change if things just weren't happening for you. Yesterday, they weren't happening for me. I even went to one of my favorite dump sites and it had been absolutely pillaged. It had been turned over, left in lumps and bumps. It was just totally destroyed, and to say I was a bit disappointed is a bit of an understatement. Anyway, we've been out, we've seen family today, and we thought, right, let's stop at a park, let's just have some fun. Extreme cherry picking. I am only going for $1 and $2 coins on the Legend 2. We're going to fang it around through here and see what we can find. But first off, you can have a look at my settings. Okay folks, we can see I'm in park mode. Look at my custom setting. I only have a 74 to 78 notched in. Everything else is notched out. In my quick menu there, I've got my sensitivity at 15. I don't want to dig deep. I'm just after the shallow coins. If we toggle across, look at my recovery speed, 10, iron filter at 1, and that's what we're going to play with. I'm just going to zoom through here. I have the big coil on, and yeah, let's see how many $1 and $2 coins we can get. Back on our heads, bottle top. All right, just got a nice little signal there. I'm under this shelter. The ground's fairly bare, and I was just thinking to myself, you know, you'd reckon you'd see something if it was dropped here. This got my attention, But you can see, that's about the extent of my depth, and that's fine because I don't want to dig very deep. But if we all come in, you would expect that someone would see that, but obviously they didn't. Now, digging tool of choice, but that is an Aussie $2 coin right there. I think from these days it's a third of a coffee that we're now looking at. So another 2 of those, and Viv and I should be able to get 2 straws with that one. We'll have a coffee between us. Just down there, funnily enough only a couple of bars down, somewhere around about there, I reckon we'll have ourselves a $1 coin. It's not bad for swinging over it and pinpointing. I reckon I'm just down here. Flick that up. Rightio. Oh, not only can you get $1 $2 coins on this program, apparently we can get fishing sinkers as well. Oh, that can go into the kit. Not getting it. I had a 77, 78 underneath a spot here where people would sit, and just down in the hole we got another $2 coin. So we are getting closer to that 2 straw 1 coffee scenario. Awesome. We've just come out of the more city parky area, if you like. No, I mean city as in city down, and we've just spotted a few big old trees that people would have sat under, so it's just like, yep, cool, no worries. There should be some silvers here, so I've slipped into my normal cherry picking mode, so that's 50 and above. I've increased my sensitivity to 20, and I've got an 82, 83, couple of bars down. I reckon it's about there, and I also reckon it's probably going to be a 2-cent piece, but we'll dig it up. I pointed to there, wasn't too far out, it's just there. So, oh, you manky bugger. It wasn't a 2-cent piece. There we go. Bottle top. So we'll pop that into the pouch and we'll keep going. Alrighty folks, that is it. Our time together is over for this week's fun-packed, adventured episode. As for what it was. So, this week, we chopped, we changed, we filmed on multiple days, we went to different scenarios. Some we won at, some, yeah, anyway. It's all detecting. At least here, you see how it is. It's not all beer and skittles, it's not all sovereigns and bloody threepences. We did get $4, so Viv and I didn't, I suppose we could go to Macca's and get 2 straws, I don't know. All the rest of the time, we found some interesting bits and pieces, but what we did do was we changed for the situations and we changed for how we were feeling. Weren't feeling it here, we went somewhere there. Oh, here I am here, but by gee, that looks good, and all I've got to do is change these settings and I'm off and into that direction. So, be fluid, be flexible, change what you're doing when you feel that you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. And speaking of nothing wrong with that, we drop one of these videos at 6:30 our time on a Saturday night, so come on over and like, share and subscribe. Do all the things to make a channel grow. We have memberships Thank you for those who have taken them up. We have affiliate links in the description below as I get a nod. Good. And we also have an e-store for flash merch. Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. I'll catch you next time.